Hey yo everyone, it's JJGame719, and welcome back to another video. And today, I am finally showing off that build remake that I have talked for so long about. Today, it is finally happening, ladies and gentlemen, and today, we are going to be taking a look at the Comet Observatory build that I have made in Minecraft. So, I'm going to be showing you all around it, and we're going to be explaining it in more detail than I did last time. And, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this. So, starting off right here, we kind of have, like, the central pad right here, with all the different, like, power cores that send off all the power lines to power the 6 different domes. Not really much going on here, but I decided to add it for, like, aesthetic purposes. And there is kind of supposed to be a map, like, right here, but I did not know how to implement that in any sort of way. That honestly would have taken me way too long. So I kind of just opted to not go for that. And right here we have the... sorry about that. Beacon kind of blinded me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop being stupid. So, basically, how I made the beacon here is... I think I explained this last time, but like I didn't really explain it in that much detail. But what I did is I started it off in like its smallest form, like before you collect any grand stars in the game. So it's like, just like one block's in there. Then I went it up. Then I made it like 2x2, then a 3x3, then a 4x4, and so on until I got to this size where you've collected every grand star. And yeah, this is pretty much the full size of the beacon in the observatory. But honestly, I think it looks good, and I do think it was a good idea that I went that route with, scaling up the beacon to its correct size. Heading off this way, we have our first dome, which is the terrace. And this is pretty much the duality of every Minecraft player ever. You have the very experienced players who have played so much of their survival world and they're just insanely rich at this point. And then you have little Timmy who bought the game off of what is most likely an illegal website like yesterday. To be honest, I didn't really know how to like decorate this that much, so that's kind of why it looks so like simple. But one thing I've always found odd is that the terrace window is always like is canonically facing like this way, which doesn't make sense because considering that this room has a telescope, wouldn't you just be looking at, the ceiling right there? It's kind of just odd, but okay. Not much to really, not much else to show in the terrace right there, but if you need to rest, press escape, choose save and quit to title, and take a rest. What? That sounds like a good idea. Okay, I swear I'm gonna stop being stupid now. I swear, the last time I'm doing something like that. For now. Anyways, going over here now, we have ourselves the garage. And we have the Starshroom, which, little fun fact, when I was, like, really young, I always wanted to, like, go inside the Starshroom for some reason. And there probably is some sort of, like, glitch where you probably can get in there, but, like, I have never heard of it. But guess what? Because this is Minecraft and anything is possible, yeah, can go in here. And it doesn't really have much going on. It's pretty small, but it is very roomy. I like it. Simple, but it works. Right here, we have a warp pad, and to be honest, I think I could have made these better. And I know, last time in the first iteration of this video, I talked about how I could set up command blocks to actually have, like, you be teleported to the different warp pads. But I never did that because procrastination. How lovely. So, yeah, that kind of never happened now, did it? But I swear, next build that has warp pads, I will implement the command blocks that, like, teleport you around. I swear I'm gonna do it, guys. It's gonna happen. Going over here now, we have the walkway to the fountain. And this, I think you can tell if you've played Minecraft enough, you can tell this is not a normal Minecraft block. It is actually maze stone brick. And if you've seen my previous build video where we looked at the Honey Hive Galaxy, you'll know that I am using Twilight Forest to make this. So this is a block from Twilight Forest. And all of these stuff that I'm going to be showing you based around Mario Galaxy 1 is most likely going to be made on this exact world. Meaning that any odd stuff is going to be Twilight Forest stuff. Anyways, we have another warpad here that does not function as a warpad. Honestly, an L. But I do think I built the fountain a little bit too close to the observatory. Not that that's a big issue, it just looks a kind of bit goofy, I guess. But, oh well, it doesn't really affect much of anything, honestly. Going inside the fountain now, you'll see that there are more Twilight Forest blocks, and these are castle brick tiles, which you're going to be seeing these blocks a little bit more in a later part of the build pretty soon. And I like the way these blocks look. They look very fancy. I'm kind of into fancy stuff, if you didn't know. But yeah, there's, you know, kind of like water just in this flowing down from here. It's in this room, and it flows out, and it falls as a waterfall, as you saw on the outside. Not much else going in here, but it's cool. Going over here now, we have the library part of the Comet Observatory. We have a couch with a very fabulous tree, and a couch without a fabulous tree. I don't know why, but I like the way this area looks right here. It looks very just chill, good place to relax and unwind after a very long day, despite the falling hazard that you could possibly suffer. Even though Rosalina would probably save you, but she's kind of not here right now, just like with Honey Queen in the Honey Hive Galaxy. I don't know where she is. I really should implement more mobs into these builds. Like, just putting mobs around casually, that would make these builds feel like a lot more lively, I guess. But going into the actual library now, this right here with all these bookcases, the fireplace and all that. Also, there's these lights up here that I actually never knew about until I was actually making this build. I accidentally had backflipped with Mario, and I was like, oh, there's lights up here. So I kind of just made that. And if you're wondering why there's these like bricks right here, it's because if I did not put these bricks here, the fire would have actually started spreading, and the whole entire, not even just the library would have burnt down, but this entire area would have burnt down, and I would have had to rebuild it, which I'm trying to not do. But that's about all there is with this area. Moving on to the kitchen, we have these castle brick tiles that I mentioned a while back, and I hope you guys do like, I hope you guys like spoons, you know, forks, plates. Are you a fan of those things? Because I hope you like them. Because guess what? They were never real. Forks were always swords. Spoons were always shovels, and plates were always quartz slabs. You've been lied to all your life. I hope you are realizing this, and that there is nothing that can possibly save you from this knowledge. That roughly translates to forks, spoons, and plates don't exist in Minecraft, so I had to improvise. That's pretty much what it translates to. There's also these jars up here, or glass bottles, and then a firefly jar from Twilight Forest. Some more Twilight Forest stuff. Always good to see. It's a really good mod, actually. I like it. Going up here, after this very long staircase, we have the kitchen. Which, going in here, you'll see this star-shaped platform. If you squint your eyes a little bit, you can see it's a star shape. And I have another, I guess, sort of fireplace. I don't really know if it's a... No, that would be like a stove, actually. Hold on. And there's like all these food. There's all this food that I added in here for like aesthetic purposes. because I do like my aesthetics in video games. So, and expect to see like aesthetic stuff added by me from time to time. Because I do like the simple details and stuff like that. I like, world building, all that. And if we go up here, you can see that there is like a chimney for the fire. And occasionally there is like some smoke particles that come up, but it's not really that often. I'll try to see it. Right there. Right there. If you guys were able to see it. There's like little smoke particles sometimes. And there is a block that I could have used for this. I'll actually show you guys. But I didn't really know if it looked good. I don't know. Oh, I'm burning alive. This is lovely. But like, I didn't know if it looked good. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I should actually change it to look like this. But I don't know. Something about it I just don't like, and I can't explain why. Here we have an unnecessarily long walkway right here that is very fabulous looking with all the glowstone. But after suffering an intense walk that would not be intense at all, we have the bedroom, which is actually one of the more plainly designed domes when it comes to the inside, but on the outside it is very fabulously designed. I cannot seem to stop saying the word fabulous right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, there's really not much going on in here now, is there? I mean, there's a bed, but like, it's a bedroom, so it's kind of expected. I mean, I don't know. I don't have much to say here, really. It's a flower pot with a fern in it. That's cool. You guys like plants? I like plants. They're cool. They give us oxygen. They let me exist. You should like plants. So now that we've looked at all the domes on the lower part of the observatory, I just want to let you all know, if you all are enjoying this video, then you should definitely like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft and Nintendo content. Also be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on another video. Anyways, we're going to be taking a look at the upper part of the dome now, and yeah, let's continue. Up here on the upper part of the observatory now, we're on this kind of, not really a catwalk, but very thin platform compared to I can't speak. I swear I'm like illiterate sometimes. But anyways, we have the engine room right here, and we're gonna go inside, take a look. Yeah, lights turn on whenever you come in here. I didn't really know how to do any redstone that made it to where like the lights would stay on as long as you're in here. Which, to be honest, I don't really think there is, so there's not really much I can do about that, but oh well. Not much going on in here, but I did add this down here. This is an example of like an aesthetic thing. I added like a kind of like reactor core kind of like thing. That was kind of like what I was going for. But now that I think about it, I think the beacon's kind of like the reactor core of the observatory, isn't it? I think it is. Still a nice detail, though. I mean, I don't mind having it there. That's about all there is in here, though. And we have right here. So with this, with all of this right here, the fill command saved my dang life. Because if the fill command was not a real thing in Minecraft, I would have probably spent like hours on this. And I would have wanted to cry. But the fill command is our savior and our hero. So luckily that exists. There's a warp pad right here, which will take us all the way over to this little tiny little speckle of an island right here. Yes, I kept that going the entire time, so I had something to say. And there's nothing going on here. I mean, there is the entrance to the Gateway Galaxy, but I have not built the Gateway Galaxy yet. I will show it off, though, once I do finish building it, but for now, Gateway Galaxy is not real. And then we have right over here, in the very tippity top of the observatory, the very top, with the garden dome and its pink glass and pink everything. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the color pink, but what has to be done has to be done. So, oh well. Going in here though, we have my best interpretation of trying to make the garden look like, well, the garden. My idea that I did have was like putting a command block that actually teleports you, and it just teleports you like somewhere else random. But I did not know how far that would need to be without it interfering with any other builds that I have. So I just opted to go for the safer route and just make a room inside of it that kind of like, I guess, what's the word? Oh god, my brain's not working right now. I can't remember the word. It's improvising. You know, improv. Even though it's really not the word, but whatever. Whatever. My point still stands. That's about it though, and we have the very top of the observatory where there is a 1-up in the game. But that's about it. There is the Planet of Trials, which I'll show that off real quick. But there's really not much going on. I mean, it's kind of just a thing. It's really just a thing. There's a warp pipe right here, which, again, I could have used a command block for. Really seems to be a lot of missed opportunities here. I feel like I should definitely fix that. That seems to be a running issue right now. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the Comet Observatory. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft and Nintendo content. Anyways, signing off now. I'll see you guys later, and stay fresh.